Hey guys, I just wanted to hop on here real quick. I haven't updated you guys on how our life has been for quite a long time. But we're just going to be starting off on a new adventure because of all of the coronavirus stuff. It's been quite crazy around here. Trying to keep all the kids entertained over the summer. They're so used to being able to go out and do stuff in public places because it's so hot during the summers here. They don't play outside. And so everything's pretty much been closed, so they've been indoors all summer long. And it's just been crazy. But we have made the choice because they made the announcement 3 days ago on our state's plans for schooling and stuff. And we initially wanted to go ahead and do the online courses and stuff if they chose to do that, and they did. They chose that we could do that if we wanted to for the whole year. My kids are not going to keep masks on at school. They're going to feel very upset not being able to just like play with their friends the whole time, be close to their friends. And a lot of the times they were talking about not having recess, and my kids desperately need that. We had been told by our governor at the end of March, the end of March, the last 2 weeks of March, that we needed to go ahead and homeschool our kids. And so my husband and I purchased a whole bunch of stuff for school. And we bought books, and we bought page protectors so I could put the pages from the books inside the page protectors with dry erase markers, and they could basically call them wipe away books. They just do their pages and then they wipe it away and get to do it again. And I had made each of them one of those. They were super cute, and the kids loved doing them. We only got to do it for about a week or so, and then the governor announced that we were going to do online schooling for the rest of the school year. So we did do that through the last 3 weeks of April and 3 weeks of May. And I will tell you, it is really hard when you only have one laptop and you have 2 kids that are supposed to be doing schoolwork. Now, of course, this school year, I will have 3 that are supposed to be doing schoolwork because Leah is going to be in kindergarten. So we had an adventure with that, and I could only do one at a time. So it took anywhere from 6 to 10 hours to get schoolwork done on there. And by the end of the day, myself and my 8-year-old would have really bad, well, she wasn't 8 at the time. She turned 8 at the very end of school. So she was 7. We would get headaches from being in front of a computer all day long. My 6-year-old wasn't too bad about it. Oliver is pretty okay with it. But it just was a disaster, especially having the 3 younger ones running around. And I couldn't leave Ava or Oliver on the computer by themselves because they would move things around and it would mess up the whole system. And I'd come back and everything would be all over the place and crazy. And then the 3 younger ones were running around just doing whatever because I couldn't attend to them because I couldn't leave the 2 older kids alone with their programs. So it was a disaster. And I was preparing to just go ahead and do it, just deal with it for this school year. I don't want to have to, they announced that they might have to just keep going back and forth from school to online to school online. And I don't want to do that because that's just going to get them used to one thing and then back to the other and then it just doesn't make sense to make them have to go through going back and forth. A lot of moms are saying that it would be good for them to at least get the social part of it. But I have 5 kids and they're all in between a year to a year and a half apart. So they're very close and they're playing with each other all day long. None of them have even mentioned their friends this whole time. They don't really miss them too much. They have so much fun playing with each other. So we're lucky in that aspect. Now, I understand a lot of other moms that, if your kids are further apart, they don't get along. I get that. So, but we decided that we would go ahead and go fill out the forms to do our own homeschooling. So we went out and my husband printed out the affidavit forms, and I took them in today to our county superintendent office, and it took literally 5 minutes to go in there and just have it notarized and signed, and we went and withdrew them from the school because they were already pre-registered way back in January. And I've purchased their books. I purchased a bunch of the 180 days curriculum books on Amazon.com. And then I'm also going to be purchasing some fun things, fun activity things on Oriental Trading Company. And also I will probably go out this weekend and purchase things that I would normally purchase for our teachers in their classrooms, like crayons and markers and notebooks, some scissors, for little scissors, for the little ones. But yeah, we are really looking forward to it. My kids are super excited that they get to do what we plan and the activities that we come up with and doing art and stuff at home. They're really excited about it. I was homeschooled for 7.5 years, so I have quite a bit of a idea, and like my mom did the wipe away books and stuff, so she had like, oh goodness, I think there was like 50 of those in our cabinets. We could just go in and pick out one and just do it. And we had electronics. I did purchase a few electronics for them for last school year, and so they like doing there's a sight word one, and then there's also a math one that I had. And so far, basically I needed to really get a bunch of stuff for Ava because I have a bunch of stuff already for like kindergarten through 2nd grade, but I wanted to make sure I had 3rd grade stuff. So I purchased the 180 days book. There's like 9 of them. So it comes with like math, social studies, geography, science, word problems, spelling, words, and there's a few other ones. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I think that she's really going to enjoy doing those. We're just going to sit down and let her go through those, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it. We're going to probably just be doing it in my